window open.
When you get back,
Oh, Josh, I need my telephone, boo.
what's that gas?
I'm cooking mine. Ain't no gas on. You lied to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just waiting. What's up, YouTube? Hey,
She said, I'm just waiting.
what's up, guys? Yeah, your girl late.
Oh, come.
Yeah, I'm
No.
late. YouTube TV, ABC.
Think about that stuff.
Yes, what's up, everybody? You know, I was doing something. But I ain't gonna forget about my Monday night review. How you guys doing?
You been in control.
Let me see. Hey, Lee. Hey, boss lady. Hey, Big Quisha B. Hey, Denise. Hey, Karen. Oh, my say Dolores. Hey, Tony. Hey, beautiful angel. So, guys, hey, boss lady. Is boss lady Lexi in the house? Because I used to say, because I have one lady come here named Boss Lady J now. So, Boss Lady Lexi. Hey, Donna. Hey, Malika. Hey, Bird. Hey, John. What's up, West Coast Cali? Hey, I was going to say, what's up, my soul squad? What's up, guys? I know I'm very late for movie review, and the reason I'm late for movie review because I really just got finished watching Mahalia. Me and my sister Tia. Hey, Angie. Hey, Donna. Oh, that's Agnes. Hey, Agnes. I'm sorry. Hey, lady, lately. I really just got finished watching Mahalia because I've been trying to watch it, and my on demand was messed up. My on demand was not working, and it finally came together. Well, around 5 o'clock, 5:30
About
to
5:30.
about
Yeah.
5:30, it came together because I can't look at the movies on Saturday because we do bingo and everything. So I had to go look at it on demand, and I usually look at it on demand early Monday morning. But all day Lifetime on demand was not working, and it finally started working. And I was like, I am not going live until I look at this movie. This is the review. I gotta watch it. So it literally just went off, and I can't straight lie to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so hi Diana. So yes, Terry. Now let's just talk about Mahalia.
OMG.
Danielle, what's her name? Danielle Jackson. What's her name? I just said her name. I forgot her name already. What's wrong with my brain? I believe her name is Danielle Jackson, the young lady that played Mahalia. If you guys know anything about Orange is the New Black from Netflix, she played in that. She is a brilliant actress, and she brought light to the story. How many times you sit up here and cry, sister?
I don't know how many times we cried.
I
Not
don't
but
know how many
five.
times we sit up here and cried.
I
Certain
I didn't I didn't even watch the full thing and it was good.
Jackson said I didn't even watch the full thing,
I
and
got the
part
shower.
yeah, the parts that he heard and
Shower.
saw, it was good. It was really
I
good,
don't like the way
and
it ended.
I don't like the way it ended. Well, you know what? I kind of do like the way it ended. Hey, no life, because the way it ended with her going to see Mildred, and because she treated Mildred, she was hard on Mildred. If anybody don't know who Mildred is, Mildred was her pianist. Um, and
Her
she was,
piano list.
yeah, she was very hard on her, and they friendship or they worked. It ended very badly with an argument, and it took years for her to go back to see her. And but let's start from the beginning. 1923, little Mahalia Jackson
Mm,
in
mm.
Louisiana. Okay, that's where it started from. Everybody say hi to you. You
Hey,
should get in the chat. You're sitting
I
right
did say
there.
hi, but I'm cooking.
um, it was
Say
just
hi.
good. I think she was very, even though she had this songstress voice that was a gift from God that was given to her, and she could have sung anything. So many people they tried their hardest. You hear me? They tried their hardest to pull her from gospel and take her into that jazz, and she just was like, no. If I get on stage and if I'm going to do this, it's going to be gospel. It's gonna. She said, why? And you know what? She had such a good point when she said, why would I sing the blues? Why would I sing something that brings me down, something that cannot lift me or take me out the way I'm feeling? She said, if you want me to sing the blues, you're not gonna be happy, or you're not something. I was like, wow. Why not sing gospel? It uplifts you. It carries you. It makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's what God gave her that voice for, to bring people together, to feel good. I don't want to sing the blues. The blues about how I'm down, my struggles, what I'm going through. Why I want to feel that way. I was like, yes. Yes. I was like, okay, I learned something because I didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ted, don't make me laugh. I already know. I thought the gospel is the cure for the blues. Yes. So why would I sing it? And I was like, "You go, girl." But she had some ups and downs in this movie. Her and her first husband. He was just, he had she was married. She had her husband had a college degree, but he just couldn't get himself together. It's not like they ended on bad terms. They were still friends. 'Cause eventually, she was still. When she got rich and famous, she was lending him money and everything. She had a good heart, but she also didn't believe in herself. You know what I'm saying? She believed, she knew she had this voice, but she was hard on herself and her craft. And she was hard on the people around her. She really, poor Mildred, she was really hard on Mildred. But she treated others so good. You know what I'm saying? Even though the aunt that raised her, she's like, I may not have much, but if I see somebody with less, I'm going to do for them. She had an open hand. She had an open heart. You see how she took that little boy off the street? Came away, went to this is amazing. She went to an interview to sing audition. She went there not being a mom. But when she left the interview, she was a mom. She found the little boy on the street and she took him home. Cause he had no one. He was on the street. He was on the street begging. I believe he was on the street begging. And she took him home, and she changed that baby's life. You know what I'm saying? She changed that baby life. Thank you, Miss Pittman. And the movie was just so inspiring. It was so uplifting. It was so good. I don't know if this young lady was lip singing or if she was actually singing. I'm gonna go on the lines of lip singing. She did it very well. Man, Ted got chills. Ted, what part when she was singing Martin Luther King, wasn't it, for his funeral?
Yeah.
Oh my God. She was friends with Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? And she really got to know him. He got to know her. They were good friends. After her husband, she fell in love with a preacher. And oh man, he was really nice. Tia say hi, y'all. Tia cooking for mom. Um, it was really good. I love the story. It's nothing. She was really singing? Yeah, because you know what? I thought she knew how to sing, Janice. I couldn't remember whether or not she was singing because I remember hearing her singing before, and I was like, is she was singing or what? Honey, she was amazing. Okay, she'll go off somewhere her own and become a gospel singer because she had me. Me and Tiffany here, man. I had tears coming down my eyes. I cried. I cried when she sung at Martin Luther King's funeral. Oh my God, I felt like I was there. You know what I'm saying? It was so uplifting. Me and Tim looked at each other. I said, "Are you crying?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God, it felt like I was there." Yes, Boss Lady J. I'm so happy about that. It was really good. If you want to see Y'all know I mess her name up. Miss Jackson. If you want to see Miss Jackson's Lifetime movie, they did it justice. You know, I just love it. I was sad when she lost the second love of her life, because she said her first husband treated her good. They just wasn't on the same page when it came to the things that they wanted. So when they partied as friends. It wasn't no, type of mad type of separation. Yes, I did, Lakia Nelson, and I'm gonna talk about that too. It wasn't no mad type of separation, so they had a good departure. They had a good divorce. Then she met Russell. Oh my God, Russell was fine, wasn't he? I was like, okay, Mr. Preacher Man, you look good. You know, they had a 3 year something relationship. I'm sorry, they never explained why they didn't get married. I'm sorry they lost that time. For her to be who she was about God and everything, I was really surprised that you know they didn't get married and him being the preacher and everything. I was really surprised about that. But they had that 3 years something relationship. She got sick with the tumors and the thyroids, and they removed all her insides so she couldn't have babies. That hurted her, and I loved when he rubbed her feet and said, "Home begins with you." You know what I'm saying? He kissed them, John. Tia said he kissed them, John. Tia said he kissed them, son. And he said, "Home begins with you, and it's all right." I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. He loved her. That's why I didn't understand they didn't get married. But eventually she would lose him due to lung cancer, and that hurted her. That hurted her so much. She married the Bama this to look like him. You know what I'm saying? And when she had that conversation, I told Tia, I said, "Did you hear what Martin just said?" Tia said, "What?" I said, "Did you?" Tia said, "No." Tia said, "I heard him." Did you hear what Martin just told her on that sofa? Who you married? He may look like Russell, but he's not Russell. I said, say it again. I said, amen to that. I said, yes, he may look a little bit like Russell, but that Bama was not Russell. He was not there for it. He was there for the money and the prestige and, the parties and want to drink and everything. He wasn't there for her. She married him because she married him just like that.
Put your hand right here.
Everybody thought Russell was around. Yeah, but Russell wasn't. Mildred didn't like Russell, and I was still trying to figure out why she didn't like Russell. Mildred was her pianist. I'm still trying to figure out. She just said that, told Mahalia when he was around, it's like she like acted different, or she was like more submissive or something. And I was like, every now and then it's nothing wrong. Now, ladies, we gonna talk about this one on the couch when it comes to being submissive to a man and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong to let your guard down if you got a good one, okay? No, she had no children because she ended up having a hysterectomy because of thyroids and tumors. She had that son that she adopted from the street, and she loved him like he was her own. Okay, now at the end of the day, Mildred didn't like Russell because she felt that it changed Mahalia when he came around. So it felt like she was like let her guard down, and she was just like, she ain't had to be all commanding and in charge. She knew she had a good man, so when he came around, she was that woman. And Mildred felt like that was less her she was being less of herself. But when you know who you are as a person, and you know that you normally got a guard up, it's nothing wrong being submissive to a good one. But he gotta be good. He gotta have your best interest at heart. And I ain't saying laying it all down on the ground for him. But it is good to have someone that you ain't gotta worry about nothing with, and someone that you'll follow him because he's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, let's not forget it is okay to be a strong woman, but it's okay too to follow someone who's going on a good path in the same direction you're going in, and he has your interest in heart, and you don't see
Who
no
is it?
fault I ain't saying he's perfect, but make sure you guys are on the same path with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was
It is.
I thought it was okay that she let her guard down with him. I ain't mad about that. Hey T Tuck in the building. But yeah, I thought it was a good watch. It was very refreshing. And to know now to really know that Miss Danielle was singing, honey, she was amazing. I think she brought the story to life. It was everything. And like I said, I cried and no, it's nothing wrong. Cause sometimes, boo, I could see myself being like that with a good person. You know what I'm saying? He Russell did love her, Lady Parker. That's why even she even told Martin that why I didn't marry him so we could have had some good years together. You know what Martin said? You already did.
Yes, you did.
You already had good years with him. And that's why that man, well, he didn't say that's why that man had to go. But right after that conversation, we saw that man pack his bags and go out the door, didn't we? Because he brought some light to that. Would he tell her he may look like Russell, but he was not Russell? He's no Russell. And and that made her laugh. And they got to singing and holding hands. And you know, I smiled throughout this movie. I cried throughout this movie. And it was it was really really good, guys. It was really worth the watch. So if you didn't think did not want to see the Mahalia Jackson story, I would say go on demand on Lifetime and watch it. I didn't really give up too much, but it was good. It was good enough to watch. I give it 5 stars.
I give
Oh
it
wait.
10.
Oh wait, well, 10 I give it 10. Well, I say 5 because I do 1 to 5 stars here. But if I was rating on 10 level, I would say yes, it was a 10. I thought that was just so well thought out, so well put together. The arrangement of the music was just so iconic, and just to know that she actually sung the songs, it just was even more beautiful. She put her all into it, and she was looking very beautiful in between the movies. And they doing her little sidebar interview. I said, Ted, look at her looking all like fire with her little dreads hanging down. And Ted say, little Ted gonna tell me, you trying to be young, Tanya? I said, what you mean I'm trying to be young? She said, you used the word looking like fire. I say, when I saw her, that was the first thing that came to my mouth. Was like, oh my gosh, she looked like fire. Like, she was really, when she was talking about the story and being Mahalia and how she made her feel and how it wouldn't be no Beyonce's or Janae Monet's and Keisha Cole's and all of them if it wasn't for people like Aretha Franklin, Mahalia Jackson, Gladys Knight, and all these people. If it wasn't for women like that, we would not have the new iconic upcoming people we have now. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce and everybody, they wouldn't have the chance that they have now. And so when I hear her speak, and when I heard her speak in between the movies and the commercial, she just enlightened it even more. I thought it was very good. Yeah, I thought it was very good. Yes. So guys, um I hope I did a review on Mahalia Jackson's story justice. I hope I make you. If you did not watch it, hey J Poo, hey Auntie Belle, I hope that you guys do go and watch it again. I'm just okay, I'm just a softy at heart. It may not bring you tears or anything like that, but on certain points, certain aspects, it did. It brought tears to my eyes. I laughed, I smiled. I really enjoyed her story. Enjoyed it. I thought it was a good watch. I think it was amazing work that Danielle Jackson did. I think they put a lot of thought into this movie again. I do give it 5 stars. I say watch it if you have it. Okay, another movie that came on Sunday night. I told everybody to look at. I didn't say we was gonna talk about it. I would say, but it looked interesting. It was based on a true story. You know, Lifetime love they true story movies. It was called For the Love of Color, and basically it was about African American single widow mom who was a educator. She was a elementary school or high school assistant vice principal, and she had two kids of her own. Her husband was a policeman, but he passed in the line of duty. He was killed, and she was a foster mom because when she grew up, her mother used to foster kids. So that's something that she knew about and something that she had been around her whole life. So when she got the opportunity to do that, she did it. And so she ended up taking in some kids that she felt so attached to, that she felt like they needed her. They were white, they were Caucasian. And this was the story. That's why it's called For the Love of Color, just because she wanted to adopt them officially. She hadn't had a whole lot of kids come in and out of her home that she fostered, but she said it was something special about these two children when they entered her home, because they came in and out of her homes three different occasions. She was like a temporary hold while they find them other foster parents. And so the three times they came in and out of her home, each time they bonded, and that third time she didn't want to let them go, because she, between the first and second time, they all developed a relationship. They developed the love for each other. So the third time she didn't want to let her go, so you let them go. They were a brother and sister. So you guys already know where I'm going at with this when it comes to other races adopting outside their race. We see it a lot with Caucasian people adopting African American children, and now we're starting to see it where African American people want to adopt Caucasian children. And at the end of the day, and like the story entitled For the Love of Color, with Love of Color, it was not about the color. It was about what you could bring to these kids, what you could change in their life. It was about security, making them feel safe. It was about making them feel loved and making them feel wanted. Can you imagine, as a child in the foster system, how you feel when you're an adult? You live your life and you don't feel wanted. Okay? Think about that 10 times higher when a child is feeling like that. When a child is feeling less of a person. When a child is feeling like no one loves me or no one wants me. Imagine how that feels on a child. If it hurts you as an adult, feeling some type of way as if you're not wanted, why am I here? Imagine how a child in the foster system feel. And at the end of the day, I don't think that adoption should be about color. Of course, we want people. People want people with whatever race they are, because they feels like that if they were a black family, they're not going to know their culture. It's called reading. It's called research. It's called me taking the time, helping them, teaching them. She was an educator. I mean, anybody. Even though you adopt someone outside of your race, you just still teach them about their culture. It's called reading. It's called learning. It's called listening, communicating, understanding. It's about giving love. And For the Love of Color, it was a good watch. It was based on a true story. Of course, at the end, she got to adopt the two little kids, and I was happy for them. I really was, because it's hard to get kids out of the system. And for someone to want to adopt older kids is even harder. So, I don't think that adoption should be based on color. I think it should be based on the connection of the family and those kids who want to be adopted. You know what I'm saying? So yes, there are certain points that people that we could say, that we could make, but at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about how you make these kids feel. It's about the security that you now bring in these children's life. And it's about the worries that you take away from these kids. You know what I'm saying? Yes, For the Love of Color. Thank you. That was a good watch. That warmed my heart that it was based on a true story, and that she got to actually to adopt these kids, and they called her mom. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. I thought that was a good watch as well. So if you want to look at For the Love of Color, it's on demand. It's on Lifetime. I also give that a 5 star. Lifetime did they shit this weekend. Okay. thumbs up if you saw both movies. Mahalia for the love of color. Lifetime did they shit this weekend. They brought their A game. They delivered us two good movies to watch. Sunday at 8. They really did. They were very enjoyable. In low life, there was nothing scary low life about them. Nobody gonna get me. Why she always put me on and they did their thing this weekend. I really enjoyed watching both movies. So if you didn't get a chance to see either movie, go to On Demand. They both are available there. And I think you guys will love it. So we're talking about Mahalia and For the Love of Color. Go watch. You will enjoy it. Okay. Y'all ready? National Geographic's Aretha. It was another good movie. The young lady that played Aretha Franklin, her name is Cynthia. I don't want to mess up her last name. First of all, the girl name is so long, but I don't want to mess up her last name. She's an actress. She played in Harriet. She's a very good actress. I loved her in Harriet, which was a movie about Harriet Tubman. She did well in that. She really brought Aretha to life too for National Geographic. She did her part, and she also is a real life singer. So I'm imagining that maybe she was really singing Aretha songs. So if you didn't get a chance to see the 8-part series of Aretha, is Genius on National Geographic. You can now go back look at it on Hulu. All 8 parts are there. It's a lot, yeah. I could say I learned about Aretha Franklin. That one, she's British. She's English. Yes, she's British. Yes, she is. One is that are we confused? I know I want to just dive right into it, but I'm gonna dive right into the 12-year-old pregnancy. The 12-year-old pregnancy. I didn't know Aretha Franklin had kids at 12 and 14 when she first got started. And I was kind of confused because at one point I wanted to think that maybe she was sexually assaulted. She was raped at 12. But they didn't really implement that. So I can't say that. She got married on the road. Her father had her on these gospel retreats and singing, and he was so busy chasing women. Let's talk about how he was a minister or preacher, whatever it is that he was. But honey, this man was drinking. He was dancing. I wonder why her real family is against the movie. They were against it. Now, this was the documentary type movie that National Geographic did. This is not the movie that Jennifer Hudson is about to portray her in. I think maybe coming out in May or June. This is the one allegedly they said her babies was her father. Stop. Well, um. I don't know. I was just so up and confused about that. I don't know. For some reason, that really bothered me. And then she turned around at 14. But I heard that when she passed, yeah, her father was a hot mess. I heard when she passed, she didn't really have a will, but it was letters. It was letters that was left behind that revealed who her son's father was. Who her son's father was. Her dad was that's how he ended up. I don't like the fact that he ran the mother off. I wish the mother was more. We always say that things happen the way it's supposed to happen because it wouldn't have happened this way. Maybe if the mother would have had the opportunity to lead with the kids, maybe we would not have had an Aretha Franklin. I don't know because it seemed like by the father running the mother off, and the father was so pressed about Aretha being a singer, just being out there. It's like he really pushed her to do what she wanted to do, and that's how we ended up with the queen. Oh yeah, with the queen of soul. You know what I'm saying? The title that she inherited, and let me must tell you this: we talking about two queens tonight, because Mahalia holds the crown for the queen of gospel. So we got the queen of gospel and we got the queen of soul. But yeah, I know that, Terrell. Yes. So we're talking about two beautiful, two iconic queens tonight, okay? And their stories. And if the real Frankenstein just get this stuff with so many questions and answers, but and I was very surprised by the things that we saw in this story. For one, um, her selfishness. When I say her selfishness, I mean the backstabbing that she did to one of her sisters. Her sisters could sing the way she did, okay? And I'm still puzzled on why the father didn't push the other girls the way he pushed Aretha. Because remember, a lot of people may not know Aretha Franklin, youngest, was she the youngest or next to youngest or middle sister? She had a singing career too. You know what I'm saying? She had a singing career too. She didn't get acknowledged as Aretha. I just don't understand. The lady had a beautiful voice. But what also surprised me how Aretha backstabbed her twice, not once but twice. She backstabbed her not once but twice. And I don't know, it's because you're desperate, because you feel like you've fallen off. Because the first time she backstabbed her sister was the son of a preacher man. Was that the song? That song was originally for her sister. And when she heard it, she did it and made it famous. That was her sister's song. Okay? Her sister took that, and her sister was upset. She took that in grace. But I was really mad when she took her sister's song from the movie. Thank you, Tracy. What's our movie now? I had my movie on top of my tongue. Somebody give me a movie. I know what movie I'm talking about. Oh, will the sister get on a drug? Sparkle. 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 That made me so mad. For one, I really didn't know that because Irene Cara is a singer. So I really didn't know the movie Sparkle that the lead girl was not singing. Okay? I really didn't know that was Aretha Franklin singing that song, giving him something that you could feel. I did not know that was Aretha Franklin's song. And originally, it wasn't Aretha Franklin's song. The song was wrote for her sister to do. The song was wrote for her sister. She went behind her sister back when she was falling on the charts and she was looking for something and she was too busy because she wanted to be in the movies and she was trying to get this movie part. When she didn't get this movie part and she found out her sister told her that the writer from Sparkle wanted her to do the soundtrack, Aretha went behind her sister back and called that man and said, I'll do it. That was her. And her sister sat there, told her, this is my second chance to make it. I really like this. I think I could do this. And she when she thought she was gonna get that movie role in a movie she was trying to get, she was congratulating this sister, oh, I'm happy for you and this and that and everything. I'm so glad. And then when she didn't get that part in that movie, she went behind her sister back. She went behind her sister back, called that director, and yeah, she grew up fast. And stole that song and everything from her sister. I said, wow. The things that we learn about people, you know what I'm saying? We look at people, we really don't know their inside. We only know what we see. But I look at Aretha, I didn't see that about her. The real Aretha. I didn't like, wow, she did that. That tore her and her sister apart for a while. Forgiveness something we could feel. That song iconic. Everybody love that song, okay? And to think that she stole that, and her excuse was that he asked me originally. Allegedly, this is what she say. He asked me originally, but I tell you, but she was so busy, caught up in this movie, she turned it down. Yeah, she is very talented. She was very talented. But I was like, that was her excuse for going behind her sister back and accepting it that, well, he asked me originally, so since I can't get this gig, I'm going to take this from you. Okay, he asked you originally. You turned it down because you were so busy trying to be an actress. Your sister, this is her comeback. She's don't know. They're beautiful singers, and give her this opportunity, but she took it. But at the end of the day, family is family, and guess what? Good night, Pamela. People forgive each other because we can't help who we related to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tay 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 the Fool. Yes, and there's a lot of songs that looking at the Aretha story that I didn't even know that I liked. There's a lot of songs that I was surprised that was her because I guess I didn't know Aretha's all Aretha's music. So I need to look at it. It was amazing. Yeah. Yes, when she sung Amazing Grace, she had me in tears. The Aretha Franklin story, I mean, it was good. Like I said, I don't know what's up with the babies. I don't know if she was hot in the pants. They really didn't go too much in there, but she really started her to me, saw her and her babies way too young at the age of 12. I don't know if that's how things worked back then, but I felt like by her being on the road, her father not paying attention to her, somebody down the line took advantage of her. Now, by the time she was 14 and she had that other baby, they said it supposed to have been a classmate or a friend. This person didn't come to part. It was just only that, okay, she was pregnant again. She was 14. She's on her second kid. And I'm going to tell you what else I thought I did not like about this movie. And they really didn't address it. Y'all remember when it first came on that her father was giving this party. And yeah, she lost her mother. Her mother was in her 30s. Her mother had a heart attack. And I think it was the stress of not being with her kids, and she finally left the father, and the father wouldn't let her take them children. But the children did get the opportunity to go and visit her and stuff like that, and they still got to know their mom, but they really wanted to live with their mom. But yeah, she ended up dying real young, and her I think she was 34, 35 when her mom died. Uh, no, not Mahalia, boo. We talking about Aretha Franklin. Mahalia Jackson had no children. She had one adopted son. Mahalia didn't have any kids. We talking about the Aretha Franklin story now, babe. Um, and so I didn't like Aretha first husband. I felt like he was a predator. You know why? He was a grown man when he met Aretha at what? How old was Aretha when he was in their house? She had to be between 9 and 12. He was already there. He was already there dating a grown woman like him. She's some single lady, some famous single lady that was already there. He was already dating her, going with her. And when Aretha was singing, when her father brought her down the steps and had her sing for everybody, I ain't like the way he looked at her then. And then all of a sudden, she, he her husband. I said, how old is this MF? I said, I remember, yeah, he was with Diana Washington. And I'm like, and all of a sudden he her husband. I'm like, what the hell? She was like, you was already probably in your 30s or something. To me, that's what he looked like when he first. She was like either 9 or 12 or something. And all of a sudden, how he get to be her husband, her manager? You know, I was just at a awe with this one. So I'm just like, what did daddies do back in that day? You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't watch out for your daughters, or I know it's the 40s and 50s and maybe a little bit lean back, but I was like, I said, what? You stop, Terrell. Now I knew she had a little crush on Sam. She was went to go see him, snuck off to see him, and I knew Sam used to sing for her father's church. Get they ain't say nothing about that. That's allegedly. We're gonna do a lot of allegedly. We're gonna do a lot of Wendy Williams allegedly. Sam Cooke and her had a thing going on. Thank you for that information. I did not know that. Didn't see that coming. But I mean, at the end of the day, he was so, and that's what it was. He was so busy, but I really didn't like the fixation he had on Aretha. To me, I felt like he neglected his other children. I felt like he didn't push the other talented kids that he had in his family. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of these young people back, and look at Michael Jackson now. How you think they got famous? From their father pushing them. Well, they said Joe Jackson was a tyrant. You know what I'm saying? Oh, allegedly, Riri was one of the. Oh, see, these fathers back in that day, they pushed. and they saw something in their children. They saw way up out of the hood, up out of the ghetto, up out of the struggles of the life back in that day. So they pushed and they stayed on them kids until they got them to where they need to be. To make life easier and better for the whole family. I can understand that, but I think his other daughters would have been amazing as well if they was given the opportunity. It's a lot of industry secrets. Yes, it is. Again, it was a good watch, Aretha. I was surprised about the backstabbing that she did to her sisters. I didn't really see her as that type of person. I was surprised about such a young age of having babies. I was surprised with her marrying such an older man that when she was 9 or 10, he was a grown up. I just don't see how that even came to part. Um, but overall, it's a good watch. That's why they have these stories. But who's telling them this? Who's giving them this inside information? So that that's bringing it to light. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, it was good music. It was good acting. It gave us a little insight about Aretha. You know what I'm saying? At the end, we will still never know the whole truth. Yes, and that smoking. I'm very surprised. I don't wish them nobody. That was somebody they keep saying of her first allegedly. Yeah, they keep saying the father. Everybody uses the word allegedly. And that's what I said. Without Joe Jackson, we wouldn't have the Jacksons, the Jackson Five, and without CJ or whatever their last name was, we wouldn't have had Aretha. So we got things happen the way it's supposed to happen. But it's just when we get to see the really inside of their life and how it was, it's hard to imagine. To imagine these things. But it was good music. It was good acting. It was a good watch. All in all, I think all these stories that we saw this weekend and what I looked at Aretha over the whole week, it was good. Now, what her story is going to be like in that Jennifer Hudson upcoming portrayal of her, I don't know. That's a movie. It's not an 8-part series. Um, but yeah, I just came to sweet. And let me tell you something. That Bama Tip, he found his way in everything. I ain't mad at him. The authorized movie, because I think this was unauthorized, but I can't wait to see that authorized movie too. But that Bama Tip, he found his way in everything. I'm just saying. I mean, he gonna make his coins either through rapping or through being a. Cause I mean let's just face it. That man accent is strong as hell. Okay, he's on a Netflix. You turn around, he's in a Netflix movie. He's on a NASA Graphics. Whoever his publicist, his manager, or PR person is, I'm telling you, they be looking out for Tip. Okay, yeah, Ti. They be looking out for my man because they be getting my man roles. I was not mad at him in this movie, the role that he played as one of Aretha Franklin's boyfriends. I was not mad at him. I think he did a good job. And then, he ended up leaving. I thought they was going to get married, but he ended up leaving because he didn't like the way what she did to her sister. He was like, this is out of character. You wrong. Because when she stole that song, give me something, the way you make me feel, whatever thing that song is. He did not like that. That was the last straw for him, because he saw the changes that she was making. But they ain't say the last child was by him. They didn't show a pregnancy with him in this movie. Now, what they did do, because remember, to try to get that role in that movie, she took acting classes. And the acting class she took with a young man by the name of Glenn. I can't think Glenn Truman or something like that. And if you don't know who he is, you ever seen the movie Coolie High? I did not know Lisa was married to him. That's who her second husband ended up being. Was the guy that wore the glasses in the movie in the Cooley High, the one that was the lead actor in the movie Cooley High, Glenn Truman, or I had it written down, I can't find it. That was her second husband. Yeah, so and she ended up marrying him. That was her second husband. She ended up marrying him, and not the Ti character because he ended up living. Yeah, it was in real life. Oh, it was a real. Oh, okay. They didn't even say it. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you, baby. And thank you, West Coast. And she ended up marrying him. He was her acting coach, and she ended up marrying him. Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. If we don't do our own research, yeah, and he played in different worlds too. Yes, he did. He played the Colonel, the ROTC guy in the different world in Spelman College. If we don't pull these real life stories apart, we won't know a lot of things. See, you guys just gave me something new because yeah, he plays in a lot of movies. He's a very good actor. He is a very good actor. He is acclaimed. I mean, he has done his thing across the board in Hollywood. Um, if we don't pull these movies apart, we will never know because in the movie they show she had 4 kids. But the movie was not supposed to be about her children, so I guess it didn't focus it on it. But it's supposed to be about her life. Um, it should have that should really play the part because you guys have told me something. I didn't know that she ended up having a baby by that character T.I. was playing her boyfriend. They didn't say it in the movie. It was just like it was a split. She ended up dating the actor, her acting coach. But this is the thing. Aretha was a hot little ass, okay? Because she started liking him while she was started liking Glenn while she was still messing around with T.I. because she was telling her sister, and her sister was like, well, you got a good man at home. Why are you trying to mess that up? You know what I'm saying? She was already feeling him while she was taking the acting classes. So T.I. ain't had a chance anyway. I forgot this character name, whoever this character name, I don't know the character. He ain't had a chance anyway. Because my boo, she wanted somebody, she got him, okay? Aretha was a little devious little thing. She was hot in the bag. Yes, she was. Yes, she was, man. But it seemed like she loved them boys. She loved that father of hers. She was there. Yeah, one of her sons, I don't know which one, but yes, one of her sons was in her band. He played with his mom. Yes, he did. And in some form of fashion, all of her boys are in the music industry in some type of way of fashion. They talked about that, but they didn't go in detail. We'll have to research and look it up. But all 4 of her sons are doing something within the music industry. So yeah, so whatever it is, they took talent and stuff from their mom, which is very very cool. I like when talent is spread down to the kids, to the next generation. So all her sons are doing something in the music industry in some type of way, form of fashion, which is so awesome for her. So yeah, so the Aretha Franklin story, it was good. You're gonna take away a lot. You're gonna take away with some questions. You're gonna get some answers. But at the end of the day, do we really know? Come on. These are iconic actors, actresses, singers. We'll never truly know their life. The only life story that we will ever truly know is your own. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to be out. That's the end of that review. Because I need to tell y'all some up and coming movies that y'all need to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And yeah, she was very proud. And you know what? That was something. And that's why we don't know a lot about her. She was very adamant about her privacy. She was very adamant about her privacy. That's why it's not much known about Aretha. That was something that she really stuck to her guns about. She did not like talking about her personal life, and I understood that. I understood that. I'm giving y'all my music. Because I'm giving y'all my music, excuse me, doesn't mean that you're entitled to know all of me. I give you just enough for you guys to be what? My fans, to buy my music, and to love the job that I'm doing. Everything else is for me. And I'm not mad at her. I understand that. I truly do. Okay. Reviews are over. Yes, she didn't. Okay. Upcomings. Y'all need to go watch Who Killed Sarah. Now, Who Killed Sarah was recommended by Denise. Denise told me to watch that last week. I stayed up all night. I looked at all 8 or 10 episodes. I binge watched Who Killed Sarah. Who KAC? Thank you. And they ate it all too. They ate all every last little bit crumb. They ate it, okay? um Who Killed Star was recommended by a Soul Squad member. Thank you so much. I loved it. It was a dub movie. It was a dub. It's a series. It was dubbed, and if you don't know what dub mean, I mean overlap, voice overlap, because it's done in another language. It's done in another language. But I like when Netflix do that because it gives the opportunity to see some real good shows that's made for other countries and stuff. So it is a dub. Once you get past the dubbing, because sometimes a lot of people don't like looking at dub shows or dub series because they say it seemed like their voice don't match the character. But I'm gonna tell you, Who Killed Sarah was so good. Y'all need to go watch this. We can talk about Who Killed Sarah because I got some questions and I'm just blown away about this show. It was really good. I looked at all 8 or 10 episodes. It did get a second season because they showed the previews for the second season coming soon. So go look at Who Killed Sarah on Netflix. It's gonna be a great watch. I think you guys gonna look at that. And then yeah, it was dub, but it wasn't that bad. I done seen worse dubs than that. I done seen worse dubs than that when I just completely turned the show off. Be like, oh heck, I can't get with that. They ain't do it right. I could tell. But it was so interesting. Um it was so interesting, and the dub to me was done really good that I was able to watch it. I was able to engage in it. I was able to like really get, be into the movie. The show, it grabbed me. It grabbed my attention. So by the time it did all of that, the fact that it was dubbed was gone. It was gone. It was gone away, all the way. Amazon Prime Unhinged Road Hang. What's that? Road who? Road Rage. I think I saw previously that. But what I want to tell y'all about what another Soul Squad member gave me for Amazon Prime, and I look up the previews. It's called Them. THEM. And from the previews, this movie gives me Us. Y'all remember the movie Us? Um, it gives me that creepy feeling about us, and it gives me that creepy feeling. What's that movie with the boy, the guy saying got to get us? He did that other movie too, where the man when that man he did it when they was taking the black people and they was taking their bodies over or something. What's that movie called? I forgot. Well, it gave me the creepy feeling of those two movies when I saw the previews of them. Am I going to come out April the 9th? Get Out, yes. When I looked at the previews, it gave me Get Out and it gave me Us. It was like that. It was eerie. It gave me like an eerie feeling. You know what I'm saying? Just like Get Out and Us was okay. They were okay movies. And but it was something about the movie. It was eerie. It was like, ooh, and that what them gave me. Now, I'm on the fence on whether or not I'm going to watch it. Because, though, life, you cannot look at them, baby. And when I saw the previews, I thought about my girl. I do. I thought about my girl. And I said, no, I won't tell her to look at this. I really thought about my girl. I felt my girl when I look at this movie. And I don't know if I'm gonna watch it on April the 9th. I'm still up in the air. I think it's a series, not a movie. But if you like something eerie and creepy and just gonna make you feel some type of way, um, I say let's look at it. I'm not one to 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 overjudge anything before I see it. I love all movies. I look at everything from horror to suspenseful to thrillers to dramas to comedies. When I say I love movies, I watch them all and I try to give them all the best outcome, best look as possible. Now, with that being said, HBO Max now has Godzilla versus King Kong for 31 days. If you have HBO Max, you could go look at it. Same day in theaters. It dropped last Wednesday. Well, people, my soul squad, can I give you a very fairly judgment of this movie? I really don't know yet. Because what I do is that movies that you have to pay for, and if I could find a way of watching them for free, because remember, if it's free, it's for me, FREE, I'm going to watch it. And then I'm going to tell you whether or not, in my personal opinion, is it worth your $19 on a streaming app? Because you know now the way the movies are doing, a lot of theaters are not open. You could go to different streaming apps and everything and pay 19.99. Get the get this movie and watch it for 2 days since you can't get in theaters, and which I believe it is a good price. Because remember, when you go to movie theaters these days, you taking 3 to 4 people, you paying way more than 19.99. Then you get to watch the movie only one time. So is 19.99 fair enough to rent a movie? Yes, it is fair enough to rent a movie on a streaming app, and you get to hold it for 2 days. Once you go to the movie theaters, you pay more than that. You get to see it for one day. So it is fair, but is it worth it? That's what I'm talking about. King Kong versus Godzilla is not worth your 19.99. I would say let it come on something free 6 7 months from now, then give it a watch. And I said just because I tried twice. The first time I did it, I fell asleep. I put it on the fact that I was sleeping. You know, especially for the whole family, bird. That's amazing, right? Your Tuesday night. Okay, low light. We know all about the $5 theaters, honey. I had $1 movies when I was coming up. We used to go to the $1 movies on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So I forgot what day it was. Riverdale. In Riverdale, Maryland, we used to go to this theater. It was the $1 movies on certain days. So yes, you know what? This is my thing. When they tell you something did good at the movie theaters, you know why movies do good at the movie theaters? There is no refund. Come on now, let's not get it twisted. Movies will still bring in money. Movies will still bring in money, whether good or bad. They get you in the theaters based on the trailers of the movies, the previews of the movies, and what they have done. And I learned over the years is that they will put together, they will edit together all the good parts that will capture your attention to get you in that theater. But once you get in that theater, you don't like what you see. You can't go knock on nobody's door. You can't write a letter. You can't get your money back. So of course it will make its money in the movie theater. There's no refund for you. You the customer who didn't like it. You got people like me, people like you, people like other people that will have to say, hey, this I don't think it was a good watch. I don't think it's worth watching. I would say go do something else. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna make their money at the end of the day because they're not giving you anything back. But I tried it for a second time. I just couldn't do it. My thing is that who is it?
Mike, I live down the street, like 2 blocks down.
Uh huh.
And so look, right, I went to a Lowe's interview today, right?
Uh huh.
So I didn't know they was gonna do the little piss testing thing, right? So I told the lady the truth. I said she told me she'll reschedule my urine. I got a little bottle. I'm
Look at
trying to
them.
see if anybody don't smoke or drink in here, so I can use they urine and try to get the job of mine. Anybody, nephew, niece, anybody that don't
Open
smoke
that
or
door.
drink, so I can get some of their urine so I can get the job.
Baby, we can't help you there.
Okay, thank you, lady.
You welcome. What the fuck was that? Don't turn the light back on my thing. What the fuck was that? that shit?
Did you hear that? Wow.
You sitting next to the window.
He gone. He went there. The dude knocked on the door, talking about. I'm like, who is it? He talking about, my name is so and so, and I live 2 blocks down. I'm like, okay. I thought maybe somebody left a package for us at
Right.
somebody's house,
That's what I
right?
thought.
He gonna say, I went to a job interview at Lowe's, and I didn't know they was gonna do a pee test, and I'm just wondering, do anybody in your house don't smoke because I need some urine? Who do some shit like that? Knock on people's doors.
It was unlocked. The door was unlocked. I would
What
cry.
the fuck?
Weird stuff going on.
Oh my god. Did y'all just witness this set?
You
Oh,
feel
I'm
it.
sorry. Some of my kids may be watching. Wow.
I better not open that door no more.
But we don't know this person. Somebody just randomly knocked at your door, asked for clean urine. Why my door?
Right. Oh,
We know about we give away urine in this house or something? None that I know about. Mm. Y'all saw here. That was crazy. Lock. Hey, my door wasn't even locked because Ted just went out the door, y'all. I told my son, lock my door. No, no, what the? Mm. Okay. Okay. You can't make stuff like that up. You can't make stuff up like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting right here by my window with my window sitting open.
I'm glad he ain't had no gun.
That's what I just said, Mom.
You sitting by the window. Y'all keep sitting by the window like that.
Why I sit by the.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't sitting by the window.
Ah, yeah, we gotta get out of there. I don't. That blew me. That message blew me. I don't even know what I was just talking about. No, and I'm the only door he knocked at in this neighborhood. No, I didn't see him because I ain't peep out the window till he went down the steps. He had on a black jacket, tall, skinny. Mm. Y'all should seen Jackson while the boy talking at the door. Jackson locking the door and he locking it real slow. Yes, the door's locked now. Oh no. All right, y'all. Oh, wee. What we was even talking about? What movie was we even talking about? I forgot what we was even talking about, man. I forgot. I forgot what we was talking about. What the heck?
Andrew!
Um.
Andrew! Come
Anyway,
here.
I forgot what we was talking about. I'm lost at
Come
what movie
here.
we was at. But
Come here.
the next thing I was saying, let's watch, y'all. Oh, we talking about the
Come on,
Godzilla.
Jay.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yes, and that was I was telling Jay Howard. I was telling Jackson, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He was tiptoeing to the door.
That's weird.
That was weird, man.
What a good thing about
Okay, Godzilla.
war.
Okay. Yeah, Godzilla. We were talking about Godzilla. At the end of the day, they still make their money. Just because we can't get a refund. You know what I'm saying? It's no get backs when you give your money at the movie theaters, right? So they're gonna make money. So they could say the movie did good. If a movie makes this twice the money that it made, the budget to make it, in their eyes, it was a success. But what I felt wrong with the movie is that it was I looked on HBO Max. I can't find it. It's on there. It just dropped Sandra last week. It's on there. Godzilla versus King Kong is on there. Everybody in their rooms.
everybody.
Everybody in their
It was
rooms.
good.
Josh just came out and he was like, "Who was that?" And I was telling Josh what was happening and stuff. He was like, "What?" Yeah, and it's the reason why my boys keep wanting me. They want to get guns. You know, I don't believe in guns. I don't want a gun, That's what my sons keep saying. And by my sons not being criminals, not having no records and this and that
It's
and
called
stuff,
protection.
they legally could get a gun legally in the DMV. They were actually qualified to get one. But my thing is, I just don't want one in my house. I'm scared of them. And I know
How
that
you
guns
speaking?
don't kill people, people kill people. But I'm just not an advocate of it. And my
Safety
stuff and
money.
my sons, they was like, and these it's because of bull s like this. This is the reasons we don't know what that young man could have had on him, anything like that. And and you get put in a situation where that you would need one to protect yourself and your family. But then at the end of the day, living in DC, we do not have um we don't have stand your ground. We don't have what's the law protection thing with the self defense. We don't have self defense law, and we don't have stand your ground. At the end of the day, if something was to go down and they protecting their home and the person get wounded or get killed, my child then could be subject to prosecution to jail time because they say you have they give you if you got a good record and if you're a law-abiding citizen. Any of my boys would be able to qualify to get a gun in DC. But then when they use it to protect themselves, it's a chance that they could go to jail. So that's like a catch-22. When then the law comes in there when it comes to protecting? So it's crazy, right? So so no, we're not gonna do that. Mr. Church was an excellent movie. It's about that Eddie Murphy movie. That movie was so weird. It was okay. Oh, I know he was her second husband. If it was a third husband, they didn't show it because she had the first husband, and then she had the T.I. character that she was going with, and then she married the actor. That was her second husband. And then I found out right before she died, she was engaged to her longtime friend. And I think it was Um, that piano guy that when she was a kid that she liked or whatever, she was supposed to get married again, but she ended up it never happened because and he ended up getting sick and passing. So I found that out by doing research. But yeah, so the Godzilla thing is with this movie, it was so much action. It was so much action that I couldn't get the story plot. Because when it comes on, it's not that they're discovering that these creatures existed. These creatures are already here. There's already Godzilla. There's already King Kong. There's like something where there are big animals or big creatures. They don't it was just too much going on. And when it's too much going on, it's you can't catch up. It was just too much going on, and I'm like, okay, what's this? What's that? I like a movie that comes on with action. It gets straight to yes, and it's not that it's just too much going on. I love movies that jump right into it, and I love movies that gives you action and that's just not dull and they take all day to get to the point. I do love our movies when they go right into the action. But with this movie, it was so much going on that the plot got lost. The story got lost. You know what I mean? The story got lost. So for me, by the story getting lost and it was just too much action going on, I really just couldn't take hold of the movie. And so it bored me and it made me look another way. It made me fall asleep two times. I see I'm gonna look at it again, but I'm still gonna give my review on it. It was just too much. The plot got lost, the storyline got lost, and it was just too much action. They need to slow it down just a teeny bit to get us a little bit of what was what. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I end up falling asleep on it twice. So I wait, did I miss the announcement of the next movie to watch? No, not yet. So, West Coast Comedy just had so much crazy stuff just happen. You know, I don't know. No, I ain't get the next announcement yet. We still doing reviews. This guy. So Godzilla versus King Kong. If you want to spend the 1999 and you just don't have anything else to do, um Keep your money out. No, don't look at it. This is too much. Wait till it comes free from somewhere. I don't recommend it. Let's not watch it. Oh no. Next Saturday, T.D. Jakes is coming to Lifetime. The 10th and the 17th, starting this Saturday, the 10th with Lust. We gotta look at that. It's called Lust. T.D. Jakes, novel, writer. He's coming to Lifetime. It's called Lust. Is this the one with Curry Hilton? Um, Curry Hilton, the singer. I can't remember. This is the one. But T.D. Jakes. Hey, Andrew, where you going? Don't go out that door. That boy gone. Way down the street somewhere. Yeah, is this the one, Lust? Yeah, that will be on this Saturday at 8. Let's watch that. Oh, but the one coming on Sunday about the midwife. Oh my goodness, y'all. I forgot the name of it, but it's one coming on Sunday, 8 o'clock, about the crazy midwife going to steal the lady's baby. Honey, y'all gotta look at that Sunday too. By the time Thursday, I had the name for y'all for the one coming on Sunday at 8 o'clock in the community board. But yes.
Gun in his pocket.
Hey Andrew,
What?
how you doing? Don't go out my door with that mask on, that motherfucking BB gun. Is you retarded?
Are you funny?
I told him don't open that.
And you know what? This is people just
He retired.
He should change.
Hey, I know already.
yeah. I'm about to wrap this up because they got this whole situation's got me crazy. Okay, this man put a thing on his head and put his BB gun in the back of his pocket
He looks
and went on the
stupid.
porch.
Really, he looks stupid.
Come on, dude.
Nah,
You doing too much.
absolutely.
I don't even know why you even told him because Andrew, oh,
Because Gwen won't go out the front door and all that. Shit, I ain't sitting here. I'm gonna be safe.
oh my, you gonna be safe by telling Andrew?
Yeah, but I am.
Y'all, this is too much. I said wrap my mood. This is too much. Okay, I can't. I want to talk about my last thing. Last but not least, guys. Uh, last but not least, y'all. Mama June is back. I don't know if anybody looking at Mama June from Hot to Not, but now this is Mama June from Resurrection or something. I don't look. I'm blown. I gotta go. This is Mama June. Mama June is back. It is as crazy as ever. I love Mama June. I look at it because they got a lot going on. This is hey. If you guys don't know, it's season 5. They made it all the way to season 5. Mama June's is and it's from the Honey Boo Boo series when Honey Boo Boo used to come on and all that stuff. Yeah, I used to watch that. Yeah, she was. She was smoking that crack. And she still have a chance. This is some real stuff. She still got to go to court. There's a chance that she could go to jail for 2 years, and that dummy that she will could go to jail for 10 years. But from what she's looking like, they supposed to be clean for the last 7 months. She's back big as a house. He look like he gained 100 pounds. So you could see that they cleaned their act up, but they still got a long way to go. Okay. So Mama June is back. I say look at it. I think it's a good storyline. I don't think it's made up. I love it. Now, yes, and now but not least, guys, check out our girl T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison, the T.S. Madison Experience. You know her from YouTube, from the Queen's Court. T.S. Madison have her own reality show on WeTV. I done looked at the first 4 episodes. It is amazing. It is refreshing. I thought it's well put together. Her people are doing her thing, and it's on WeTV. T.S. Madison. I think they up to 4 or 5 episodes. I looked at all 4 or 5 episodes. I really enjoyed it. I smiled and I laughed. I thought it was lighthearted. I thought it was refreshing. T.S. Madison from the Queen's Court now have her own reality show on WeTV. Guys, go check her out. I'll be back on Monday with another review. I gotta go see my child outside doing. Love you, Soul Squad. I am out.